Al left you the keys to his chair?
The keys, he did. And he let me do an all Latinx version.
¡Yeah! Oye, pero qué rico va a ser la cosa.
Yeah, exactly. We have Estefania St. Lords aquí.
Oh, somebody got my name right.
Of course.
They always call me Estefania.
No, Estefania.
Which I don't mind, because I grew up hearing the people from the manor calling me Estefania, so I got used to it. But
no.
For like
Mr. Mo here?
5 years, I was like Estefania.
Estefania.
No, I saw that cop car outside when we pulled up. I thought we were in trouble, but I guess we know him, so it's all right.
Maybe we are in trouble.
And Dr. Capo.
Hello.
I am so excited.
All right, let's do this.
Bienvenidos, America. It is happening out. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding, Al. Good evening, America, and welcome to It's Happening Out, the world's most popular live gay television talk show. It's 9 p.m. Wednesday, May 19th. I'm your anchor, Tony Lima, and let's start by meeting tonight's hosts. First up, we welcome host Faye What? He is a radio personality and has the popular blog and YouTube channel called Faye What, aiming to unite the L and the G together. She's a hostess and MC for many South Florida events and is the anchor of the new Happening Out travel show. Welcome, mi hermanita Faye.
I was watching the universe the other day. Go Mexico!
Oh, that's what that is. That's what that is. All right.
Hi, happy to be here.
Next, we welcome another longtime host, Chef Josie. Welcome, Chef Josie. She is a Bravo TV top chef and the master of the popular oyster celebration restaurant, Bubbles and Pearls Champagne Raw Bar, here in the heart of famous Wilton Drive. She is also known as her alter ego, DJ Lady Snack Daddy, performing Sunday and Monday nights at Cubs and Hunters. Welcome, Chef Josie.
Hey, thank you. I'm so happy to be here, like every week, you know, and I feel even better today because it's all Latinos at the table.
Everybody hold on to their wallets. Wait, who got my phone? I know one of you Latinos stole my phone.
On that note, let's welcome anchor Dr. Julio Capo. I like saying that, Dr. Julio Capo Jr. He's an associate professor for the Department of History at Florida International University and deputy director of the FIU Wolfsonian Public Humanities Lab. He specializes in research of inter-American histories with a focus on queer, Latinx, race, immigration, and empire studies, as well as the author of the book, Welcome to Fairyland, Queer Miami Before 1940. Good evening, Julio.
Hey, girl. I feel like such a nerd when everyone else is
you
so
are,
interesting.
Papa.
I am
You are a nerd.
I'm a nerd.
Hey, girl.
I'm a fun nerd.
Yeah.
Good to be here.
Our first guest host tonight joining us is drag queen Estefania St. Lords, or Eduardo Quevedo, artistically known as Estefania St. Lords, was born in Havana, Cuba, and moved to the U.S. to pursue a better life and opportunities. In the summer of 2010, she participated in a competition called Drag Wars at the notorious club Azúcar and won her first title. Shortly thereafter, she started performing and hosting in clubs all around South Florida, winning the titles of Miss Noche Latina 2018 and Miss Miami Beach Pride 2020.
Woo!
Bienvenida, Estefania.
Gracias, mi corazón. Muchísimas gracias. Really happy to be here.
She's too pretty.
Stunning.
Really happy and honored to be the first Cuban American to win Miami Beach Prize. So
Yeah.
That's quite a feat. And you're stunning. You really are the
you.
prettiest person at this table.
Oye. Oye, I thought I was your sister.
I was waiting for her to say something. You are my sister, te adoro. And our final guest host here with us tonight is Mo Laredo. He is a U.S. Army veteran of 27 years serving his country and is currently a law enforcement officer here in South Florida. Welcome, Mo.
Thank you, thank you. You guys are wondering where Al is. He actually had a warrant for his arrest, and I had to take him.
I knew it.
Wait, Tony called that.
I know. Well, we were talking about that before. Al is probably in jail, but we're going to leave him there for a
Or
little
in
while.
Cuba. One of the two
Or in
places.
Cuba, yes.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
There's a GoFundMe for his
I've been
bail.
in Cuba with him, so I know that's a possibility.
So again, bienvenidos, America. We are the first and most popular live LGBTQ talk show in the world. So much to talk about next on It's Happening Out.
This week on It's Happening Out. Join us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. It all starts right now, live on It's Happening Out.
You're watching a live and unedited LGBTQ talk show, so anything can happen. If you're on YouTube, make sure to subscribe and click the bell for updates. On Facebook, like and share the video. Let's begin with a unique meme of the week. It's called, "Oh, we just talked." What is that? What do you guys think about this meme?
That's one of the Jonas Brothers, no?
Is it? Yes.
Yeah.
What's up with the leg? It's Nick Jonas. What do we think about this, guys?
I don't even know what to think
Does he have
about
knee
this.
burn? Was he just on his knee?
Yeah,
Is that
that's
what's
what it
going
is.
on?
That's what it is. His names are burned.
That looks like a bath.
And he's coming out of a bathroom.
That looks like a
yes.
bathhouse.
Busy.
No?
Breaking news, Nick Jonas is apparently gay and has rug burn.
Yeah, but his wife is hot. Okay, so
She really is.
maybe they had like a meeting in the bathroom. You know, let's give
In
him
the
the
boy-
benefit of the doubt.
In the boys' bathroom?
Wait,
I
so
don't
hold
think
on.
so.
So wait, so he has rug burn because he was on. Oh, I got what you're saying now, DJ Snack Daddy. I love that. It's Happening Out is part of the Happening Out television network, Hotspots Magazine, and WeMeg Events. Hotspots is celebrating 35 years of the LGBTQ experience, and WeMeg is bringing you Wilton Manor's Stonewall Pride Parade and Street Festival on June 19th. Merged, we bring you the best of LGBTQ news, entertainment, and support of our LGBTQ plus community. So now, who needs a drink?
Yeah, let's
Are you
get
guys ready for a drink?
It's been a long day.
Drunk
Yes.
Latinos. That's what we're doing. All right. Yeah.
So
That's a
together,
new show, a new
right
show.
Reminds me of Noche Buena, all growing up. Vamos, vamos.
Right now, let's play
Hide
our
your
yes
wallets.
or no game called I'd Swallow That. When you're at home, you can also play along with us, and as I ask our hosts 4 questions, agree with the question, you take a shot. Disagree, well, it's going to be a long night. Everybody ready?
We're ready.
Yes.
Then let's play I'd Swallow That.
I'm nervous.
Are you?
No.
I don't see you holding.
Julio's never been nervous to swallow anything.
Oh, shots fired.
Number
Shots
I like
fired.
the talent.
With I'd Swallow That. Drag Race España's 12-member pit crew has us sweating already.
Good lord.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my
I'm taking the
God.
first shot.
Look at all that leather in that picture.
All I gotta say is poppy and beards and yes, bring it on.
And you have to say España.
España.
España. Y olé.
Con-
Y olé.
Yeah, ole. I would ole all of that.
Yeah, you're all You know what's interesting?
So
Like,
this is the drag race. Oh, that's the pig
the
crew.
pig
The big
Oh my
crew.
God.
but that's what I
Wow.
was gonna say. It's interesting because there's like more pit crew than drag race contestants.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
there's not usually
Right?
that many. no?
Well, they're making up for lost time, guys. In the last couple, the UK, the other ones, they have not
Well,
been
the
able to have the
Aussie
pig
has
crew.
2 hot guys.
But that's all they have,
Yeah.
Mo. All they
Yeah.
have is 2. I mean, they make up for the other 10. But that's all
Well,
they have. They
maybe
only have
they're
money for
giving
2.
maybe they're giving 2 crew members per contestant.
Ooh.
The more
Yes.
the merrier.
All I know is I got a sudden urge to bullfight.
Oh,
Oh.
Okay, well, on that note,
daddy.
let's go for number 2. I'd swallow that. Mask, no mask. What's next for LGBTQ plus America? I'll still wear my mask in some situations. I'm wearing this mask like
Oh.
for the next couple of years.
Now, here's the thing. La gente son apestosas y sucias, right?
Oh.
Like, you know, let's just say that at the beginning of this whole coronavirus, we had to tell people to wash their hands and wash their ass,
De cualquier-
okay?
Yeah.
People had to go out and get sanitizer. This girl had a S-ton at home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how I roll. So the fact is, I don't know where you've been and why not? Like, there's just certain situations. I want to go to Pride, and I hope Pride is super full. There might be certain situations where there'll be a lot of people. I'll put on my mask. It's not a big deal.
That's true.
And not only that, we're in the world of vaccinations right now, and there are people out there faking like they got the vaccination or they didn't. And
Yeah.
also, I'm not forcing any of my friends to get the vax, so you do or you don't. For your own personal safety, I'm gonna wear
Yeah.
my mask.
Yeah,
in
well,
certain
you know what? I work at a club. Well, I do work at a club.
Yes.
Also.
Yeah.
I work at the mall as a makeup artist with Chanel, and I see a lot
Pick
of
up that
different
name,
people.
girl. Pick up that
That's
name.
No,
fancy.
and I do see a lot of people. Like in like 1 hour, I will see 10 people. And since I've been wearing my mask all this whole year, I've never got a flu, never got a sore throat.
Of course.
So that means mask staying.
Yeah,
on.
that's
Mask stay
cualquier
on.
forma.
And she didn't have to put on lipstick either because nobody would see it.
Well,
You
they
see?
did say it's the lowest year for flu rates.
Nobody
Because everybody's
died.
been
Not
masked.
one person, Mo.
Well, that's
Not one
important.
person died of
That's
the flu.
important.
And the Asians have been doing this even before.
That's right. With SARS.
And we used to look at them like how weird,
Yeah.
That's
right?
true. That's
I've
true.
noticed I started winking more. when wearing a mask because I feel like now I'm communicating by like. So I look like I might
Wait,
have.
again, how was that?
I'm not a good winker. So like, I'm not, doesn't
You
it feel
become a
weird?
bigger whore with a mask.
And it
Oh, we
and
went
it feels
there.
weird when people try to shake hands nowadays. I'm like, no.
No,
I
don't
never
wanna
liked
shake
it
your
even
hand.
before. I'm
It's
like,
true.
no. I'm
It's
like,
true.
No.
Like Faye said, wash your hands and wash your ass and
And
keep
your
on
ass.
wearing your mask. Okay? So let's go to question number 3. I'd swallow that. Police banned from participating in New York City Pride events until 2025. I disagree with this.
I disagree with that too.
So,
Me too.
okay.
So we're drinking if we disagree, or we're
Drink.
Oh, disagree?
Oh.
We can get you more
Oh,
drinks.
disagree?
All this cranberry
I was about to
juice,
say,
like
the
I have
cop
a
is not gonna
UTI.
drink.
I mean, what the hell?
Cheers.
I don't know what you're
Where do we
drinking,
begin? Look, so I'm from New York. New York City Pride is the best pride in the world. I love all the prides, but when it comes to like the biggest, it's New York City Pride and then San Francisco Pride. All right. So this, I mean, as a kid, I would just go to this parade and like see the cop cars, see the cops with their little rainbow flag or their little lapel rainbow flag, and I felt like they saw us.
It's bridging a gap. It's
Yes,
reaching out.
yes,
Yeah.
especially now.
And-
we need that.
And I get goosebumps because all I remember now, when I saw that, I got so mad. And all I remember is Shannon Bennett and Paulie walking down Stonewall. You know,
Sure.
we lost Shannon to
We lost
COVID
Shannon,
early
that's
on.
true.
And this is
R.I.P. Shannon.
the other part of that. Like, you're an officer, you're my friend,
Yeah,
okay?
right.
And for all of our friends who are in law enforcement, who are LGBTQ brothers, sisters, trans,
Supporters.
all of you guys are our allies.
Mm-hmm.
And if we're not willing to support you guys who risk your life every single day, moving our world forward, then that I don't agree with that call.
Yeah.
And we need to think about that.
Until 2025.
I say amen, sister. I agree with that
Why is that
100%.
bell starting so
You
early?
love the
Tony?
bell. I just wanted to do it for you.
It was not time for the bell yet.
It is time for question number 4, though. Are you guys ready to drink your final shot?
Ready.
I'd swallow that. Ellen's show just got canceled, and Twitter has a lot to say about it. I think she had it coming.
Yep.
I don't think she had it coming. I mean, listen, they're saying that her show was full of bullies and full of like mean people. I don't know about any show that you guys have been on, but every show I've been on has had all of that as part of the dynamic of the show. So, I mean,
She's taken a right turn, though. I think
It's
she's
time for
taken
her
a
to
right.
step down, you're
yeah,
saying.
I think meaning right, like conservative turn. Like, I mean, I think
Oh,
that she has
okay.
gone far more conservative. I think she. I mean, I honor her as an important icon and legendary.
She is,
career,
absolutely.
no doubt, and we give her credit for that. But I also think like she's changed. Her politics have
Well,
changed.
I think it doesn't have anything to do with that. I think it has to do with the fact that she's done 19 seasons. She's
Yeah.
been in the
Yeah,
show for a
that's
while.
right, yeah.
That's true.
So the girl is ready for the next
Yeah.
step. The
She
girl
is.
is ready for whatever's coming next. She's already comfortable and she just wants to step up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'll drink the shot, but
Do it.
I don't agree with it.
It's important
left. I have one left.
to give the next generation a platform, right? I want to see more people of color like the
Yeah.
ones seated at this table. So if anyone is looking to have a new Ellen, Faye, Tony, Josie, we're here. Estefania. I don't know that you guys are that into show business, but if you want us to show, any of us are available. And I think it's time because representation matters like we always talk about on
Yes.
these shows.
Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely.
So with that, and now we're all a little bit drunk, next up, let's consider the best thing of the week. It's called Planned Parenthood reminds the LGBTQ community, be seen. Watch this.
Look, you are here for a reason. What that is for you to decide. You know what you got planned. You know what you're capable of. You know what you've already overcome. You are just as deserving of love and compassion as everyone else. So if the world hasn't told you this, I will. I see you. I see who you are. I see who you can become. I'm here for you, okay? Call me back.
What we're on. You know, I'm like wiping the tears away. What a beautiful commercial. So full of diversity and black and brown representation. Like this is the kind of stuff that we need to see more of. What do you guys think?
Why did I become such a girl? You guys have made me such a girl now.
That never happens.
Oh my God, that was so sweet. And what representation, and who in the LGBTQ community hasn't felt like nobody's seeing them? You know, I want to play this for like everyone.
Yeah. Great commercial. It just took you into the life, in the bathroom, shaving the hair. You know, it was amazing. It was beautiful. And if you don't feel for that, you're just not even human.
You're broken.
You're
something wrong.
You're broken.
Yeah, it's like walking by a very cute dog and not looking at it. There's something wrong with me.
And including the trans community so openly. There was a young person there that just had top surgery,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. Yes.
What a beautiful thing to show, because that's the reality of our community. So we need to have these depictions and these representations more available to all of us.
And most organizations don't have the cojones to do something like that. I mean, the representation was across the board there.
Hopefully it encourages more to do it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Planned Parenthood, for that birth control back in the day. All right.
True. Are you guys loving this like all Latinx version of It's Happening Out? I am. I think this should be the new format.
Bueno, ya saben.
Greece.
Yeah, we might be. I smell pastelitos and croquetas.
Yeah.
But anyway.
And if you get me drunk enough, I might start speaking Spanish for you guys. Just so you know, I understand everything you're saying. I am Puerto Rican, okay? So, but Mom didn't speak to me in Spanish, so my Spanish was learned on the streets here in South Florida. So
ella se defiende.
Language does not define the Latinx person.
Yeah.
So listen, you're as Latinx as the rest of us.
But it means we have to stop talking bad about her.
That's true.
Yo
No more talking about
okay?
So now let's move on to our segment, What's on Your Mind? Each host will tell us in just 30 seconds what is important to them this week. But remember, in just 30 seconds, or you hear the Faye bell. Faye, come on, do it.
Don't make me do this, Tony.
Al, this is for you. Faye, do it. You gotta let it ding.
It dinged.
Ding. Ding.
I broke it. Oh, God, sorry.
I'm taking it back just for this round. We're going to start off with Faye. Faye, what's on your mind this week?
All right, let's see what's on my mind, guys. Okay, so the boys probably don't know. Maybe Tony knows about this. What a faja is, what a girdle is, what Spanx is, all right?
Oh, yeah, we have mothers.
Okay.
Why don't we be wearing one right now?
You might be trying on your, okay, whatever. Anyway, why do they make these things so uncomfortable? I have like a permanent bruise underneath my no tetas, right? From the Spanx that I wore the other day for an event. Why don't they make these things more comfortable? Estefania, you have to know what I'm talking about, girl, right?
Of course I know what you're
Esa
talking
vaina
about.
duele.
I mean, not now because I'm sitting down and I have none of those fajas on. But when I'm performing and I have that corset with those varillas, you know what I'm talking about.
Breathe, and those varillas stay stuck on my rib cage forever. So people out there, make something more comfortable for ladies like me.
No more fajas. Now we're moving on to Dr. Capo. What's on your mind this week?
What's on my mind? I just went to the movies on Friday for the first time in a year and a half. I'm freakishly obsessed with horror films, and I love the Saw series. And there's a new one that's horrible. It's called Spiral.
I want to see it.
But it was so good just to be in the movies again, to have popcorn and stuff it like, and you're like, I had and it was like, you know what? It felt like normalcy, and that kind of felt really, really nice, and I enjoyed it tremendously.
Wait, was the movie any good?
No, horrible.
Oh,
Pero,
not going.
but at the same time, I loved it.
And ding goes the Faye bell.
Yeah.
And now we're going to move on to Estefania. What's on your mind this week?
You know what's on my mind? I was on the way here. I live all the way in Miami by the airport, and there was the horrible traffic ever. What are we going to do with traffic? I've been living here in Miami for the past, I would say, 15 years probably, and they're always contracting something. They're always trying to make everything better for us that drive, but there's always a horrible traffic, and I think that everybody agrees with me.
Yeah.
How are we gonna do with the traffic? They need to do something about it.
And ding goes
Ding,
the
ding,
Faye
ding.
bell. Yes.
De palmeto, siempre, ¿verdad?
I'm going to do it again.
No, I-95 is horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have flown here with those
Never
ruffles.
I wish.
So now we're going to move on to Mo. Mo, what's on your mind this week?
I am super excited that the first Pride in the country is in Tampa, right up the road. Maybe I'll see Infinity up there. But we're going to head up there and go to Pride, and it's been a minute since I've been at a Pride. I'm
That's
super
exciting.
excited.
Yeah, wear your
Or
mask.
like shit Miami girl said, super excited.
And with the ding of the Faye bell, we move on to, last but not least, our dear Chef Josie.
Well, for me, what's on my mind this week is I feel just very grateful, and I'm always practicing gratitude and getting connected to that, and recognizing that the only moment I have is this moment right now, right here, right now. And I hope that I'm leading by example people in like helping people realize that there's nothing we can do about the past and the future is not guaranteed. So all you got is right here, right now.
My God.
I almost don't want you to think
I
about
know, no, but
right?
it was freaking perfect.
So
Like,
good.
Josie's a pro. Like, in her
good.
mind, she's like 29.
That was super deep.
This is why she's DJ.
Snack Daddy.
Next up, let's catch up with the news from the world of entertainment. Daniel Minahan and Ryan Murphy's long-awaited limited series Halston is out this weekend on Netflix. Starring Ewan McGregor in the titular role, Halston takes us back to the 70s and 80s Studio 54 scene and shows us how the iconic fashion designer got his start. There's also great recreations of the Liza with a Z number and a series of other numbers from Liza Minnelli. Ewan McGregor talks about pressure playing a queer icon in Halston. Let's watch this. So you saw some beautiful imagery, and we've been watching. Faye, tell us about Halston.
Oh my
What
God,
do you think about
it's
Halston?
incredible, this icon that Halston was, and they show you his backstory and when he was a young kid and all that he went through and just how he lost his name. I don't want to give it all away, but there's a lot of sex in it, and the sex looks so real. I am blessed to have watched two boys have sex in front of me. Not Tony, not yet. Sorry, Miguel. Anyway, so, but to see these sex scenes were like so real. I
They're
mean,
hard,
like he was a total bottom and loved every moment of
Loved
it.
it, and he liked well-endowed men, apparently.
And his relationship with Liza Minnelli was just so beautifully
You know, that's my
pictured, like,
favorite part. My favorite part is watching this amazing actress do Liza Minnelli. The dance sequences, everything about Liza is alive and well in the show. And I think Ewan McGregor does a really good job.
I like him a lot.
Embodying
I think he does a good
Halston.
job. Always.
It's a great show. Everyone should watch.
Yeah,
You should
I'm
absolutely
in.
watch.
I'm in. It's in my queue anyways, so I just haven't gotten
You know,
to
that's
it
not
yet.
his first gay role. Remember, Philip.
you don't remember either, obviously.
with Jim
So thanks a lot, Mo.
with Jim Carrey when
He gives me gay vibes.
Oh, I do remember
Anyway,
that. He does.
gay vibes.
He
It'll
gave
come.
gay
We'll
vibes in
remember
Moulin
when-
Rouge.
And Moulin Rouge.
Yeah, he was gay as hell.
But he was
Oh,
very
so that's 3
comfortable.
roles then.
Oh.
Yeah.
If you told
There
me
you
he was
go.
a top, I'd be surprised.
You heard it from Dr.
Scandalous.
Capos. And that's our discussion on entertainment. Next, we report that Happening Out Television Network helps support an LGBTQ community. An example is Sunshine Cathedral, the world's largest queer church here in Fort Lauderdale. We are broadcasting from our permanent set in supporting that partnership. The network broadcasts the largest LGBTQ religious broadcast in the world with more than 30,000 watching every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and it's totally live. We encourage you to tune in. Our campaign of sponsorship proudly supports Sunshine Cathedral is My Queer Church. Watch this.
I'm Rihanna Petrone, Dancing Diva of the Palm Beaches and South Florida Gay News Best Drag Queen for Palm Beach County, and Sunshine Cathedral is my queer church.
Girl, lo que estaba diciendo
We're back.
Oh, sorry.
Finally, we thank It's Happening Out hotel sponsor, Best Western, I-95, Fort Lauderdale. This is the closest and best choice to the famous Wilton Drive, and our hosts and guests stay at this LGBTQ ally partner. We encourage you to stay here when visiting South Florida. Up next, if we were standing around the LGBTQ water cooler, this is what we would all be talking about. We refer to it as Hot Topic of the Week. This is our hot topic. FX's Pride nails the difficult task of condensing 60 years of LGBTQ activism into one compelling docuseries. The problem with making art that aims to represent any community of millions is that it means doing justice to that community's vast diversity. More than anything else on TV, FX's excellent Pride nails it. The 6-episode docuseries, airing in 2 parts on May 14th and 21st, traces the history of LGBTQ civil rights from the 1950s through the 2000s, with an hour devoted to each decade. But instead of entrusting the entire project to the same director, producers from Vice Studios and Killer Films, a venerable independent production company that was pivotal in the new queer cinema movement of the 90s, recruited a different notable queer, trans, or non-binary filmmaker to make each episode. Let's explore the LGBTQ plus world this week with the silly and important headlines in the LGBTQ news. This week, a lightning round. Let's discuss them in our segment called Saved by the Bell. But there's a twist. We are only going to discuss each headline for 1 minute. At the end of the minute, you are going to hear the bell to stop and move on. And Faye is in charge of the bell again. How's
All right.
that?
Okay. And we're not going to talk about the FX show. It's great. Go watch
It's great.
it. All right.
We'll move on.
Let's
We'll
go
move on. No break
move on.
there. No break whatsoever.
Okay.
So
Relay round.
I want to hear you ding the bell just once. She loves
God,
it.
that hurt. How is that love it? Oye, qué annoying.
Loves it.
Qué annoying. Okay, vamos.
So
sigue.
here we go. The Queen has spoken, and no, it's not RuPaul. Saved by the Bell headline number 1. Queen Elizabeth II announces government will ban ex-gay conversion therapy. What do we think about this?
Well,
She's
damn,
still
it's about
alive?
time.
I mean, how else are you going to
Sorry, está viejita.
You
Okay,
were
go,
wrong.
go, Julio. I don't mean to keep
I mean,
I'm
it's
sorry.
about time is the right answer. I mean, can you imagine being like, hey, now let's enter the 20th century, now that we're in 2021? I mean, like, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what's happening in the U.S.
That's exactly right.
You know, we're
Exactly right.
definitely living
Yeah.
in the cave years, but
That's right.
But this year that's happening in the UK. I mean, I think she's just getting so much like bad press with
Yes,
the
she's
young
trying to find some
generation. It's like,
allies.
yeah, I think there's
Meghan
a
and
strategic
Harry.
Well, exactly. After
political
that
move.
interview,
Yeah.
that of course must have had some backlash in her world, where she's like, let me at least kind of pretend that, like, you know,
She
I'm
got
not
some good
this cool
PR people
stuff.
there.
She does, it's true. Yay, the Faye Bell. All right, after pictures surfaced of him at a bathhouse, we have to ask if Colton Underwood is still privileged. Saved by the Bell headline number 2. Colton Underwood was blackmailed into coming out with gay spa pics. What do we think?
I call bullshit. I'm like, please. It's like they never produced the pictures. He never saw them. Somebody just claimed they had pictures. He's like, oh, I'm gay. After he's been stalking his ex and all that. I'm like, you know.
No, but I mean,
Nice
and look
try.
at that picture though too. He looks like he's posing. Okay, I'm not trying to like call a spade, but I am. And you know, and that's like what it is. Like, you know what you're saying, Mo. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. It's like, oh, surprise.
Perfect
We
timing,
knew.
Colton. Yeah.
The story's odd.
Saved by the Faye Bell. Well, big boys are beautiful too. I'm one of those examples. And this swimwear company is out to prove it. Saved by the Bell headline number 3.
How fun.
L'Oreal Apparel gives body positivity for 2021 swimwear. Yes, big boys.
I am so glad I didn't see this picture before.
Yes.
This
This
picture
is
is
cute.
everything.
Really
I
good.
love
Yeah.
it. Oh yeah, let it all hang out. Be happy. Be just
right.
you, man.
Be
Look at that
proud. Be
big
who
bear.
you are.
I look at the bears. I want one of those caftans. I need a
I
caftan.
want to climb him. Look at him and look at the camouflage on the left side.
I love that
there.
the lesbian is the one that wants to climb the bears.
I know.
She's not the only one who wants to climb the bear.
I know.
I love it. Estefania, what do you have to say?
I think it's really good. I think it's, I mean, we have to stop pretending to be someone we're not, just like somebody else. You have to be who you are, and if you like it, you like it, and if you don't, you don't, and that's who I am.
And if you're
queen
gordito,
right there.
be gordito. Exactly. And the Faye Bell dings.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, for hating it, that was 3 times.
All right, so what happens when Alveda King and Marjorie Taylor Greene join together to attack our community? Saved by the Bell headline number 4. Miami Drag Club is getting death threats after QAnon congresswoman says they sexually abuse kids. Watch this.
No, watch this.
Oh, there's no
What?
watch this.
Sorry.
Just
So let's just look at this photo. We all remember this, right?
This was just ridiculous. This
Yes.
woman was a failed congresswoman, right? Is that correct? Like she ran, but she didn't win. So she goes to Palace, a gay establishment, where there's a child with their parents there. She videos the child having a great time with the drag queen. The video goes viral. She says, oh, they're sexualizing children. They're borderline pedophile. I mean, it was discussing all the things she said. Then she said that they should have the same fate as Pulse. That Palace.
Right.
That is dangerous.
That is disgusting.
That is dangerous talk. Look, I grew up at the Palace. We called it going to church. My kids used to go to the Palace with me. They love the Palace. The queens love my kids. They're normal kids. She is sexualizing
Absolutely.
drag queens.
She's the one with the
And
problem.
this is dangerous talk.
Yeah.
They are inciting. This is extremely dangerous because all these nut jobs, all these Trumpers
Oh my God.
are gonna, feel brave and go out and do something stupid,
Yeah,
and it's gonna be on
validate
her.
I feel like she's kind of calling for something to
She is.
happen.
Right,
It's
she is.
really
She hopes
bad.
something happens,
Yeah.
Stephanie.
Well,
Of course.
well, she hopes something happens, but by making it public, she kind of like is calling for somebody
She's
to be
asking
like,
for it.
yeah, she's asking for it exactly. And
a
as
dog
somebody
whistle.
that has
It's a
worked
dog
there,
whistle.
it's
Absolutely.
listening. They're
And she has
listening.
gone as far as to say that she wants the authorities to come and check out the club, okay? This is this girl's livelihood that you're effing with, man. Like, what is wrong with
And
you?
Miami-Dade government did speak out, and he said, we have not gotten any requests to go check, and as far as we know, there is nothing going on.
It's null and void. This is over. This is done.
Done.
And this woman needs
Take
to
your
take
hate
her
back to Georgia, honey.
elsewhere. Absolutely.
Bye.
Did you hear that? Mo is not only a daddy, but he's actually a daddy.
Yeah.
We all caught that.
He's
We
a
all
daddy.
Yes, I got it.
One of my favorite establishments growing up was Hooters, right? Because of the titties,
Yeah.
right? And because of the tetas, of
wings,
course.
the
Now, if
wings.
anybody has ever been at a Hooters, right? When they celebrate a kid's birthday, they put a little boy or a little girl on a chair. They put the chair on top of the desk. They put 2 balloons in the person's shirt to say like Hooters, and it's a big party.
Yeah.
No one ever calls anything
No.
on the Hooter
That's a good point.
establishment,
That's
but
a good
but the
point.
Palace
It's
then
true.
LGBTQ place, then all of a sudden we have an issue.
I
with it.
could have been traumatized as a gay little boy at Hooters by having to deal with the tetas in my face. You know what? Actually, I kind of like tetas, so it's okay. But with that, apparently it's not just the human lesbians who like to nest. Saved by the Bell headline number 5. I love this story.
I love this.
2 gay penguin couples are preparing for eggs at an aquarium this mating season.
That's
What do we
super
think
cute.
about
It's
this, guys?
super
That's super
cute.
cute.
Yeah, I've been
have them
posting a lot of
Isn't it?
little baby animal pics to my story on Instagram, so follow me at Chef Josie. And
Shameless plug.
but it's so cute because we just again that whole connection. We are living in a world that we're interconnected with every living species on the planet.
I have a question. Are they going to try to gay convert the penguins, the right wing?
They're letting
Are they
them
going to
live
take
their
them to the clinic?
truth.
Yeah.
They're letting them
Oh,
live
well,
their
I'm just
truth
wondering if there's a
wholeheartedly.
veterinarian gay conversion clinic.
No. No, but I'm
wondering.
like, I am feeling like DJ Lady Snack Daddy tonight, big time. Everything she says is super
So
like
profound.
intuitive and profound.
Right, it's like she ate Deepak Chopra.
She must have eaten Chopra.
Right?
Está
Right.
acabando. But I bet that she can't do the things I can.
Yeah.
Saved by the Bell headline number 6. Dan Savage warns, don't hook up with your friend's straight boyfriend, even if you wanna. What do we think about this, you guys?
I think there's plenty of it everywhere for you to just go to the one that you're not supposed to.
Well,
I mean,
Everyone's hooked up with their best friend's
What's
straight
not
friend.
supposed to?
No, mentira.
No.
Have
No.
you?
No, the straight boyfriend. though.
no, the straight boyfriend.
Not
No, so
everybody.
basically,
Not
so
everybody,
basically
mentira.
this
Wait.
person, almost everybody. Right?
Julio's like mentira.
Oh my God, have you seen how many DL guys there are on Grindr, honey?
They,
Hello,
won't give,
that's-
they won't give me back my account on Grindr. I don't know why. Come on, Grindr.
It's
give me back my
cultural.
account.
They're called bugarrones. That's what we do.
Bugarrones.
That's what we do. Tell us more about the bugarrones, Estefania.
I don't know about it. I'm a married woman.
Lady, she's
Yeah.
a lady.
A lady.
Because you should never let anyone tell you that you're too old to have a good time. Saved by the Bell headline number 7. Gay couple feature on new billboard campaign promoting joy of sex in later life.
Yeah.
I love these viejitos. They're
You're like, that's not my parents.
Nobody
right?
wants to see that. No, no, beautiful, beautiful.
Hold on, sis.
From the neck up. No, 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 did you see el culo? Estaba ahí todo arrugado. Nadie quiere ver eso. Las bolas estaban en el piso. No. Nadie quiere ver eso.
Listen, we're gonna get there.
Yeah.
If we're lucky to get there.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Then I'll get a bra for my balls to pick them up. No,
Then you get a faja.
Then I'll get a faja.
Una paja.
Oye,
With a hole in it,
with
like a
earshot,
fetish
okay?
gear, right?
Earshot. Mira, el daddy
El
put you
daddy.
in your place, girl.
I know he did. I liked it. Spank me,
She
Daddy,
liked
spank
it.
me.
She
Pow,
liked
pow,
it.
okay.
Finally, tonight, we're the LGBTQ community. So that means sex and relationships. Let's play another game. Our game asks, who would you do and what would you do to 3 different interesting people? Tonight, our game is Shag, Marry, Chop. I love this game. And our theme is based on our host, Faye. What? Tonight, we have a Puerto Rican, a Colombian, and a hottie from frickin' Jersey.
That's me! All together!
This week, we're going to play with the super hot Puerto Rican Jennifer Lopez, the fiery Colombian Sofia Vergara, and from frickin' New Jersey, Zoe Saldana.
And a quick little side note, Zoe is from Passaic, New Jersey, which is where I'm from.
Passaic,
City.
New Jersey.
Yes, girl,
Yes.
yes. And notice how it's all 3 women when Al is gone. Coincidence or not?
This is why we don't need anymore.
All right, so who's...
I hope our production is listening.
Al, Tony's by himself on that one. All right, so who's starting, Tony?
So let's play Shag, Marry, Chop, because I just got like sent on the river. So who would you pick to do what with who? Faye, let's start with you.
Oh my God.
Tell us, who would you shag, who would you marry, and who would you chop?
Okay, so I would definitely shag Sofia Vergara because 2 Colombians in bed, caliente, todo eso, y ese culo que tiene ella, que Dios mío, yo puedo estar lambiéndola desde piso, desde pie a cabeza. Woo!
Oh my God.
Then I would marry Zoe because she's just like so down home, beautiful. She's hot, but I feel like we could also relate and like cook. I don't fucking know.
Hello, and she was in Rent.
And she was in Rent.
And she was.
Which is my favorite musical of all time. And I'd have to chop Jennifer Lopez because, I mean, Jennifer Lopez, she's a hottie, but I've had my share of Puerto Ricans. Sorry, Josie.
I'm like a little bit offended.
Me too.
Like,
Yeah,
but anyway,
me
we're
too.
gonna move on to Chef Josie now because I feel like your answers are gonna be much better than Faye's.
Well, mine were fun.
They can't be worse.
All right, so first off, this would be a great orgy, but I'm gonna,
I like the way you think.
I'm gonna leave that for another episode. But I will say this: I will totally shag Sofia Vergara. Okay, I just love her on Modern Family.
It's definitely even her accent. She's so hot.
Yeah, and I actually, back in the day, okay, we just say we're ships passing in the night, okay? But anyways, that's that. I will totally marry J-Lo. Sorry,
Yes.
A-Rod, but I am totally marrying. Look, just
Do
so we're
it.
clear,
Yes,
J-Lo
yes.
has over
Do it.
145 million followers on Instagram, and Ben Affleck and A-Rod together don't have even nearly a quarter of that. She don't need anybody. So that's why I think it's time for her to come and play on our side of the
J-Lo, ven pa' acá.
Ven pa' acá, ven pa' acá.
Wow,
And-
you know that I didn't think that Snack Daddy was a star effer. I don't want to say the word.
Yeah.
But
You
she's a star
apparently are.
herself. But
You
she's
apparently are.
Listen, all those stars would shag her before they would shag any of us.
That's
She's actually a
absolutely true.
legitimate star.
I'm gonna have to hit the Faye bell again.
Antonio.
No puedo con ella hoy. No puedo.
Oh my
No
God.
puedo.
Tiene mal.
Me tiene mal. With that, go on.
And then finally, though, I would have to chop Zoe because she reminds me of too many of my friends that I party with. So I'm just
Está muy
like,
flaca. She's
yeah,
too
she's
skinny.
a little flaca for me.
Yeah.
But it's not like I would throw her out of my bed or anything. Don't take it like that, okay? It's a game.
I love that. Awesome. Thank you, Chef Josie. Now we're gonna go with Julio. Julio, who would you shag, marry, and who would you chop?
Does chop mean kill?
Yes, like
Ay,
get rid of, like
so violent.
eliminarla. Dale piré.
Yeah, I can't.
No, matala, no matala. We're on live television.
No. Sorry.
Just chop her a
Eliminarla,
little bit.
eliminarla. That's it.
She would just disappear forever, Julio.
So I feel like my choices are a little different. Actually, they're very different, I guess. I would chop Sofia Vergara. I know. I just feel like I was never really super into Modern Family. It just wasn't my favorite.
It's okay.
So
No,
I feel a little
That's
offended,
okay.
but I love her. She's fine. You know, if I didn't have to, I would rather not chop anyone. I'm a pacifist. I would definitely marry Zoe. And I would shag. I was about to say something else. Jennifer Lopez.
Do it.
No,
Do
man,
it.
I can't. I'm a lady.
Do it. You are a lady, aren't
a
you?
lady.
Tan fina, Julio.
Soy una mujer
Julio,
fina.
Dr. Capo es
De clase.
fina, de clase. So then we want to hear from Estefania St. Lords. Dímelo, mi
Well,
amor.
listen, I feel like Sofia Vergara should shut me.
I would watch that. I would start an OnlyFans page.
Okay, I would pay.
Yeah,
I
you're
would
just a
pay.
subscription.
I will for sure marry J-Lo. I believe that. I'm with you,
I
girl.
would watch that sex.
I am with you.
I'd watch.
And I don't want to shop anybody, but
You have to.
see?
You have to.
but I guess I'll shop for Zoe.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No one wants to.
I married her.
Well, you're a lady.
I am.
You're a lady, una fina.
You won't do anything exciting with her. That's all I have to say.
I was at a marriage.
Yeah, kind of.
No!
I'm
kidding.
I'm kidding as your wife is in studio right now. So let's move on. Let's move on. I want to hear from Mo. Who would you shag? Who would you marry? And who would you chop?
I'll start with the chop. I will probably chop Zoe. She's a little skinny and don't really know who she is. But, sorry. I would-
Avatar? Hello?
That's
right,
I mean,
Oh,
coño.
okay. All right, cool. All right.
Still chop.
I'll still chop her.
Yes, Guardians of the Galaxy. Yes, that's her too.
Okay, I would marry
Guardian.
Sophia because she seems like a blast and she eats meat, I think. She's not vegan, right?
She eats meat.
Right?
I love that. That's
I don't know.
I think J-Lo's vegan,
Josie,
so I don't know
you
if I
her
can
at
do
the
it.
meetings of non-meat eating people?
Nope.
So no, she's a
likes the
eater,
meat.
So she's all right.
Okay. And she seems like a blast. J-Lo, I'd let her peg me, I mean shag me.
Peg you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, Ay, el daddy's a
Wow.
That's a military term.
This Latinx version is getting
You don't know what that
steamy,
is.
people.
Your heart just got broken.
That's
love
on the
it.
girl.
That's
I love
hard.
it.
That's not hard.
That's on my heart.
really don't know what that
Yeah,
is?
That's on my
Yeah.
No, we know.
I know.
Oh, I know
I get
what it
propositioned
is.
to Wilson Manners all the time.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Mo. You listen. Who else? Tell me. You've got them all.
Who else what?
So they shagged you. Who did you chop?
He
I already
already
Zoe.
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 Zoe
Oh.
married Sophia.
Okay.
And J-Lo can peg me or shag me.
Peg you. Okay.
Peg you.
Okay.
No,
all right.
twice. He said it twice. It wasn't a
He
mistake.
did. No, it wasn't a mistake.
Well,
He was
I'm just making clear what we're going to do
okay?
if
he
we
was
shag.
intentional
Clear
about
as
that.
day.
Because I didn't
Yes.
care about who I
throw
was.
it
No,
out
and
there.
that's what I was
Shag,
gonna
marry,
say
chop.
now. Mr.
Yeah.
Tony Lima, mi
Yes.
hermanito lindo, hermoso.
Yeah.
No.
Especialmente porque Miguelito está aquí. So
Because-
vamos a ver la respuesta
Yes.
para esta pregunta.
Yes.
Exactamente. Who
Oh my
would
God.
you?
My
shag,
boyfriend is
marry,
in
and
studio, so I'm going to have to answer. Well, since he's Colombian, I would have to shag Sofia Vergara because Colombians are very good in bed.
Oh.
Yes, eso me consta.
Okay.
Sigue pa'lante, está
I
bien,
would
está
have
bien,
to
está bien.
marry Jennifer Lopez because I am absolutely fascinated by Jennifer Lopez. I love her.
know.
I think she's
Me
a great
too.
performer.
I could live in her thigh.
She's amazing. Yeah, me too, kinda. Me too. And it's sad because I love Zoe Saldana.
I know, I love her
loved her
too.
as Mimi in the Rent movie.
Mimi.
Exactly. She was fantastic. She was fantastic. But I would have to chop her. Sorry. Sorry. And with
Sorry, not
that,
sorry.
sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry, girl. Yes.
The competition was fierce.
Before we end the show, we introduce our sponsor, and Vanna Brown is ready to show our Jets Pizza.
I'm so ready. Mira, qué rico está la pizza. Mira, tú ves, tiene un poquito de jamón, tiene sausage, pero a mí no me gusta el
picadillo.
sausage. A mí no me gusta el sausage porque soy lesbiana, ¿tú me entiendes? Pero tiene queso, tiene un poquito de todo. Si lo quieres, Jets Pizza, tiene
Listen.
location donde se... Oh.
Vanna Brown, you know they're not going to let us come back and do this Latinx version of it. It's
Nunca
happening out
jamás.
ever again. But our sponsor is Jets Pizza. It's coming to South Florida, and you have to try the pizza of choice for the LGBTQ community, Jets Pizza. We're getting ready to enjoy it right now. Faye will not have the sausage, but everyone else around the table will. Well, that's it, America. Another week with you and the world's first and most popular LGBTQ talk show in the world. Before we sign off, let's hear from our hosts for one final good night. First of all, good night from my hermanita querida, Faye Watts.
Faye, what? what? So it's always a blast to be here around this table with you folks. Every week we put together these incredible people from the LGBTQ community and we sit around and talk crap. How wonderful. These discussions need to be had all around and we get to do it every Wednesday right here at 9 p.m. Monday and Wednesdays, I am also on Queer News Tonight with my favorite white power privileged guy, Al Ferguson. We miss you. We see you back next week. And of course, we have IHO on Wednesdays and I have the Happening.Travel show as well. I'm a very busy girl. How do I find a time to be so good with my wife? Wink, wink. Yeah, that's all I got. I'll catch you guys next week.
Yeah, in the next episode, we're going to interview her wife and see what she
Never.
has to say.
Never happening.
A good night from our own Chef Josie.
All right, well, you know what time it is, guys. It's the selfless plug moment where I let you know that you can always just follow me at Chef Josie on all social media platforms to know what it is I'm up to and where I'm at. I'm like, where's Waldo, okay? So just pin me. I'm always wearing some kind of hat. But also, you know, if you're down in the neighborhood here in Wilton Manors, come visit me at Bubbles and Pearls. We just created this awesome new partnership with Swank Specialty Produce, and I'm so excited to feature that farm to table philosophy at our restaurant. So come check it out. And until then, you know, guys, I'll see you at the table next week.
I want to do this one more time.
No, con la jodida bell. ¿Tú sabes qué? Voy a botar esta jodida cosa. Ya se fue.
The Fay Bell. Oh my gosh, she broke the Fay Bell. Al,
Oh.
hope you're taking notes.
Buy
But with
another one,
that,
Amazon, so it's
Yes.
here, Prime.
Now we're going to get a good night from our own Cubanito, Dr. Julio Capo Jr.
So now I'm gonna give myself away again as a nerd. But I'm co-curating a new exhibition on global posters of HIV/AIDS, and it's really exciting. And it'll be out in a few weeks. Check out the Wilsonian Public Humanities Lab, and I'll be giving a talk about it tomorrow at the Coral Gables Museum. Really important topic to talk about the parallels of pandemics and the way we communicate pandemics during. Now in this moment of coronavirus. And with that, I'm a nerd, sorry. But, I love being here.
I love nerds.
So smart.
Nerds
I
are
love
hot.
being here.
Wife's a nerd.
Yeah,
I know, I
so
love
smart.
nerds too.
All right.
So smart. With that, we also want to hear now from our special guest, the fabulous Estefania St. Lords.
Well, first of all, thank you for the invitation tonight. I am living my American dream.
Yes, sir.
Right now. I'm working a lot. I have my own business with my partner, which check us online, it's madras.com, or if you check us on Instagram, it's also madras. Check me on Facebook and Instagram. My name is Estefania Selors because I'm working all around. You could find me at the Manor, you could find me at Azúcar, you could find me at Palace sometimes, or you could also find me at Chanel. So with that said, I'm a busy woman and living the my American dream.
I love it. The American dream. Yes. Thank you, Estefania.
You're welcome, baby.
And finally,
Really
let's
honored to
hear.
be here.
Thank you. And now we're going to hear from our resident daddy for the evening, Mo Laredo.
Arrest us, Mo.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's been a minute since I've been on here. I just want to tell everybody to be kind to each other, love each other. Do not judge a group by the actions of a few, whether it's Latino, whether it's African American, whether it's the police. Just be kind to each other and everything will work out. Love you all. Hope to see you soon.
Thank you, Mo. Is what you watched tonight important to you? You sat right here at the LGBTQ kitchen table, right along with us. We are here every Wednesday at 9 p.m. live. Don't forget Queer News Tonight daily. Watch me on Tuesdays and watch Faye What on Mondays and Wednesdays daily at 8 p.m. Hotspots Magazine and WeMeg events, including Stonewall Pride and Street Festival July 19th. Remember, if it's important to you, it's happening out. Good night, America, and thank you for watching the Latinx version of It's Happening Out. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.